Winter arc. It's a time period that turns boys into men. It's super cold and rainy all the time. You can't do your favorite activities like you used to during the summer holidays. You get so little daylight that you often can't even tell the difference between day and night. You spend your time on your crusty computer chair just wasting time playing video games and talking to your loser friends on Discord. But every night when you go to bed, you feel disappointed because you wasted another day. You think about all the self-improvement influencers, how they talk about improving your life, making money, and building a good physique, and you wonder, why haven't I started yet? Why do I keep wasting my time? Let me tell you the story of my first winter arc. This story doesn't actually start in winter, it starts even sooner, which is actually in the summer holidays. So let me tell you about how my life looked like back in the summer of 2022. I would wake up at around 2 p.m. or maybe even later and immediately go on my phone and start scrolling on TikTok. This would go on for around an hour until I'm hungry. When I got hungry, I went downstairs to make myself some sugary cereal. Fucking disgusting, bro. Who the fuck eats cereal nowadays? Anyway, I make my cereal and go upstairs straight to my computer, where I load up YouTube and League of Legends, the video game I actually hated but kept on lying to myself that I actually like it because I spent money on it. After I played about a game or two of League, I would go on YouTube, put on some over-edited gaming video, because that's the only thing I can watch without getting bored, and start eating my cereal. Then once I eat it, I just switched tabs again and played League of Legends, and I would only stop playing to go eat lunch or use the toilet. And then I would go to bed at around 4 a.m. and repeat this cycle every day. This is every guy's dream, right? Play video games all day? But I was fucking miserable. I was depressed and lonely. But then one day I came across this guy, Hamza, and immediately I got hooked on his content. He was making these over-edited videos, so they kept my attention. But at the same time, he was talking about self-improvement, and for the first time ever, I understood that my life was shit, and if I continued like this, I would end up working some dead-end job and hating my life. So I started self-improvement. At first, I was very bad at it. The first time I tried meditating, I couldn't even sit for 3 minutes straight, which was the lowest time on the meditation app I was using, but I was still slowly improving. It went like this until December, which is when I realized that I have a really important test coming up. I won't go into that much detail about the test, because I think it's irrelevant. Just know that it's a really hard test and you can't prepare for it the night before. You need at least 5 months. And I'm still a loser, so I'm going to need to start improving myself faster so I can just focus on studying and nothing else. And so I did. I started studying every day. I meditated, I journaled, I went to the gym, I read books. This was actually the first time I read a full book, and I am very grateful for this period of my life. I still sometimes look back on these days and just smile, because I'm not the one who went through all the trials and tribulations to improve. The younger me is. He is the one who helped me put my life back on track. And in this video, I will tell you exactly step by step what I did to help me improve, so you can put your life back on track too. So let's start. Make sure you don't skip around or anything. I specifically spent time thinking about how you should take these steps in order to get the most results. This video is kinda long, so you can take breaks. That's fine, but just make sure you watch it in order. The first thing you need to do in order to fix your life this winter is to improve your mental health. This is the first step because without good mental health, you can't do anything. Mental health is the first building block of success. No man has reached success without improving his mental health first. I know that many of you will click off now because you wanted to hear some quick hack, like just go do this special workout routine and you will have muscles and all the girls will love you. And if I told you that, this video would probably get more views. But I don't want to bullshit you like all the other self-improvement YouTubers. Of course training is important, but you can't go to the gym if you are depressed because it will feel too hard for you. And you know this, right? When someone is depressed, even brushing their teeth is hard for them. And you may wonder why that is. So let me ask you this. How do you even know something is hard? Well, it's your mind telling you that that thing is hard, and so surely if you improve your mind, if you improve your mental health, these things that were hard before will start feeling easier. And you might now think, oh, my mental health is okay. I'm not depressed or anything, and that's good, but okay isn't enough. Okay is average, and the average person is still a loser. The average person is still lazy and unsuccessful. So that's why you need above average mental health, so you can do above average things. And there are 2 ways you can drastically improve your mental health within literally a week, and it will only take you a maximum of 20 minutes a day, depending on how much you want to commit to it. The first one is meditation. Meditation is basically just being present. It's being right here, right now, in the moment. When you think about the time when you were the happiest, what is it? Probably when you were a child, right? When you would go to the playground every day with your friends, when you were all running, laughing, and having fun, there were no thoughts in your mind, and you were happy. And when you practice meditation, you start feeling like that all the time, without even doing anything. It's just how you feel normally because you have trained your presence to be able to not think of anything. And so how do you meditate? I think the best way I can explain it to you is to just let you try it out. And for those who have been watching my videos and already meditate, you should also do it, because the more you do it, the better. Alright, so let's start. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Breathe slowly and feel your body relaxing with every out breath. Breathe as deep as you can from your stomach into the chest, and have your exhales longer than your inhales. Alright, and now switch to your normal breathing pattern and focus on your breath. Focus on every little part of your body that the air touches, and whenever you get a thought, acknowledge it and continue focusing on the breath. Okay, and now I'll give you around a minute so you can try it out. You are almost there, just keep focusing on the breath. Alright, you can open your eyes. Make sure you write in the comments how you liked it. If you practice this more often, you will start experiencing the benefits I talked about earlier. And don't worry, you don't have to come back to this video every day to meditate. Just download some app that has these meditation sessions already pre-made. This is the one I use. It's called Medito. It's free. They aren't paying me to tell you about them. I just use this app to meditate every day, so I think you will like it too. Or you can check out my meditation playlist, which will show up in the top right corner, where you will see the meditation sessions I made. So just try both and see which do you like better. Alright, and the second one is gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is basically just writing down things you are grateful for in your life. When I was going through my first winter arc, I wasn't actually journaling. I thought it was kind of weird, because the only people I knew that had journals were girls and some soy boys, and that's why I started journaling late. And I don't want you to make the same mistake, and that's why I'm gonna make you journal right away, to make you realize that it actually feels really good to journal and that you probably will want to stick with this habit for a while. So let's start. Make sure you have something to write in. Either the Notes app on your phone, a Word document, the comment section of this video, or a piece of paper, depending on which you will like better. Okay, and once you have that, just write down 5 things you are grateful for today. Just whatever you like that happened today, or it can even be some memory that makes you happy, whatever you can think of. Pause this video and write it all down. Okay, once you have it, you probably feel better right now, kinda happy and relieved, right? That's called gratitude, and it won't last very long today just because you haven't trained this skill. That's what gratitude is. It's a skill, and if you do this more often, you will be able to level up this skill and feel like that for longer and longer periods of time. It's really beautiful to feel like that. The second thing, or more like the first one, because improving mental health is more like step 0, is to apply progressive overload. If you already go to the gym, then you are familiar with the term progressive overload. It's basically that every once in a while you add some weight to your lifts so you can keep progressing in your strength. And that's what you need to start doing in self-improvement. Do only little from the start and do more and more over time. This is the reason you were never able to stick to self-improvement before. You remember that, right? Those times you vowed to yourself that you were going to turn your life around, it never worked because you started taking on too much too soon. You were like the skinny guy that goes to the gym on the first day and tries to bench 100 kilograms immediately, and so you got crushed. I mean, what would you say to this guy who wants to try benching 100 kilograms on his first day at the gym? Well, you would stop him and tell him to bench less weight today, and every week or so, add some weight, and you will reach your goal much sooner. You know this, but you never thought to do it in self-improvement. A really important thing to also focus on is to make sure you are actually progressing. Many guys will do this and then stop because they get scared of doing too much. So just start slowly, but make sure you are getting better every day, so you can make your future self finally proud of you now. The third thing you need to implement to actually improve and fix your life during this winter is to create a schedule of your day. The reason I think this is so crucial is because many guys today, especially the younger ones, are just lost. They don't know what to do throughout the day, so instead of doing some productive activity that would actually help them in their life, to make more money, be healthier, etc., they take the easy way out and just fap or spend their whole day on TikTok. And that's why creating a timetable is so important, because you have a clear schedule of your day, and so you know there is no time for bullshit. You know that you can't waste time, because you have a schedule to follow. They actually do it like this in the army so that the new soldiers develop discipline. They give them a clear schedule that they have to follow, otherwise they will be punished. And that's what you need to do as well. Create a timetable of your perfect self-improvement day. This is important. Perfect day. Many guys who do this end up creating some bitch-ass schedule because they don't want to do too much too soon. And you may now think that I was just talking about how you need to start small, so why am I now saying that you already need to have a perfect self-improvement day? But I'm not saying that you need to follow this day completely right now. It's more like your goal for the future. Because if you try to follow everything from that schedule on your first day and you beat yourself up at the end of the day because you didn't make it, then it's bad. Then you are becoming the ego lifter guy who tries to bench 100 kilograms on his first time in the gym, and that's stupid. But that doesn't mean that creating this schedule is bad. No. Because let's be clear, you probably won't be able to follow whatever you write down for yourself there, and that's perfectly normal. The schedule only serves as a goal for the future and guidance through your day. You don't need to follow the schedule, but just trying to follow it is going to get you ahead of literally everyone in your age group because you are still doing some of the habits. And sooner or later you will be able to follow them all. When I first followed everything I wrote down for myself, it was the best feeling ever. Of course, after that, I missed some days again, but that's normal. That will happen to you as well. But sooner or later you will just do it every day without effort. That's how it's for me now. I don't even look at the schedule. It's on my phone, but I remember everything on there and do it without effort because that's just what I do. That's my life, and I couldn't be happier. I love this schedule. And so now I want you to also create a schedule like this. Create a timetable of what your perfect day should look like. You can either write it in the Notes app or on a piece of paper. This is what mine looks like. You don't have to copy it completely. For example, if you want to wake up sooner or later, or if you want to go to the gym at some other time, that's fine. Alright, and now stop this video and go do yours, and after this video ends, follow it from today. Like start right after this video ends. Don't be a bitch and say, "Oh, I'll start tomorrow." No, you will start today. And also, whenever you watch an educational video like this and they mention a habit that you think could help you, you can add it in your schedule. And the last step, so step 4, is to develop discipline. You gotta realize that even though these things I just described are very helpful, but sometimes, even if you have good mental health, you won't want to meditate or do any other good habit like going to the gym or to read a book, and that's when discipline comes in. As a man, you need discipline. You have to be able to control yourself and do certain things even if you don't feel like doing them, because otherwise you will stay a lazy loser. And you might now wonder, how do I develop discipline? Well, there is no magic spell to develop it. You just do things even if you don't feel like doing them, and do them consistently. That's discipline. Alright, these were the core steps of self-improvement. Once you develop these, you will fix your life literally within a few weeks, and then you will be equipped with so much power that you will be able to outcompete every guy in your age group who isn't doing these habits. The average guy, when they think of a winter arc, they just think, go to the gym and get really muscular. Yeah, that guy who thinks like that is going to quit in 1 year max. But we will stay because we have developed these habits. Well anyway, that's it for today. This video was kinda long, so if you watched until here, you probably like me, so consider subscribing, and yeah, bye.